Hey, you want to meet your girlfriend, you want to take your family to a vacation, or simply you want to have some me time far away. Then all you have to do is whether you hit the ignition of a Bugatti or turn on the key of a Maruti, both have the same road beneath their wheels, right? That same road is what we're gonna talk about in this episode of Perspicace Cafe. A road is a route or a way on land between two places that has been paved or otherwise improved to allow travel by foot or by some form of convenience, whether it be a car, motorcycle, a bicycle, and etc. Or in simple words, the thing on which you travel is called road. Historically, many roads were simply recognizable routes without any formal construction or maintenance. When the Bronze Age started, the availability of metal tools made the construction of the stone paving more feasible. At the same time, demand for paved roads rose with the use of wheeled vehicles, which were well established by 2000 years before Christ. While talking about the first roads, they were paths actually made by animals and later adapted by humans. I'm sure you must have experienced it if you ever visited a forest or some grassy and bushy areas of villages. An estimation by the World Health Organization states that on a yearly basis, road traffic crashes kill 1.25 million people, nearly 3,400 road fatalities per day, and about 20 to 50 million are injured every year. Traffic crashes are a major cause of death among all age groups, and the leading cause of death for children and young adults aged 5 to 29 years. See, it's not rocket science that millions of lives can be saved with well-enforced road safety laws on speeding, drinking and driving, use of seat belts, and wearing motorcycle helmets. Even the road designs, including guardrails, visible road signs, and by visible road signs I mean like this and not this. Some other things are good use of radium. Yeah, that's called radium, which shines when your vehicle's light fall on it. And to be honest, there are a bunch of many more. Well, if I talk about the white lines which separate the road into lanes, in the early 19th century, it was just understood that drivers were to hug the right side of the road. This understanding, however, fell apart on curves where drivers tended to veer into the opposite lane. It was decided from that moment that lines were needed. The first modern center line was painted in the year 1917. White was chosen by its designer, Edward Hines, who was inspired by after seeing milk spill from a delivery wagon on a newly paved road. Fascinating, right? Roads have been adapted to a large range of structures and types in order to achieve a common goal of transportation under a large and wide range of conditions. To be honest, there are many types of significant roads which will be little overwhelming for me to say and you to hear or listen. So I assume that the one you will find most interesting is highways. When you think of the world's longest highways, you're likely to imagine long stretches of almost straight roads, mile after mile, town after town, and city after city, right? Spanning some 19,000 miles or about 30,000 kilometers, the Pan American Highway is the longest roadway in the world. Starting in Prudhoe Bay, then Alaska, the road moves to south, passing through Canada, the United States, Mexico, and then from Central America. It's a peculiar thing to know that there are roughly around 10,345,667 kilometers of road throughout the world. And that's really some long distance, isn't it? Well, how long? You can travel to the moon and come back to the earth, back and forth for more than 13 times. Yeah, that long. When it comes to danger, the most dangerous road in the world is the North Yungas Road in Bolivia, a 35-mile stretch between La Paz and Coraico. It's also known as the Death Road, as the single-lane track is estimated to take the lives of around 300 travelers each year. Like all structures, road deteriorates over time. Deterioration is primarily due to accumulated damage from vehicles, especially overload ones. However, environmental effects such as frost heaves, thermal cracking, and oxidation often contribute, eventually causing potholes. For instance, if all United Kingdom's potholes were joined together, they would make a single hole measuring 295 square miles or twice the size of Ilzal, alright? We humans have built vehicles that are generally designed to run on roads. And that's not all. We also have built some of the longest, strangest, steepest and most incredible road throughout the world. And you may call it for sure the amazing miracle of engineering. At last, thanks for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.